Hello. Think about the last time you drove home after sunset. Did the headlights from oncoming cars seem to bloom into a starburst you had to blink away? Did you find yourself gripping the wheel a little tighter, slowing down a little more and the driver behind you wanted? Most people blame this on tired eyes or simply getting older. I understand how easy it is to brush these moments off. You tell yourself the headlights were just unusually bright. The room was just unusually dim. Most people do exactly that for years. Take a breath with me, because what I am about to explain is the reason these nighttime moments matter more than people realize. During the day, your retina is constantly exposed to light, and that exposure creates something called oxidative stress, a kind of cellular wear and tear. At night, when your eyes are closed, your retina finally gets the chance to repair that damage. But this repair depends entirely on specific nutrients and on the quality of your sleep. When that nightly repair starts falling short, year after year, the very first place it shows up is not your daytime vision. It is your eye's ability to adapt quickly between light and dark. The National Eye Institute reports that age-related macular degeneration, the deterioration of the part of the retina responsible for sharp central vision, is the leading cause of vision loss in Americans over 65, affecting more than 11 million people. There are 4 signs to walk through today, but don't worry about memorizing them right now. At the end, I will give you a short list you can mention at your very next eye exam. But your eyes may be sending you a signal years before any eye doctor would ever catch it on a standard exam. Here is something almost nobody knows. The retina, the layer at the back of your eye that makes vision possible, is one of the most metabolically active tissues in your entire body. And it does its most important repair work specifically at night, while you sleep. When that repair process starts falling behind, it doesn't show up first as blindness. It shows up as small, easy to dismiss, nighttime moments. My name is Dr. Kaiser, and this is the Health Signal. Today, I will walk you through 4 nighttime signs your eyes may already be sending you before any diagnosis ever appears on paper. And at the end, I will give you the simple, evidence-based habits that genuinely help protect your vision starting tonight. Stay with me. Sign number 3 is the one most people over 60 already recognize and dismiss. Sign number 1, glare and starburst patterns around lights at night. Oncoming headlights, street lights, even porch lights seem to scatter into rays or halos, instead of staying as a clean, contained point of light. This often comes from early changes in the lens or the retina's ability to manage high-contrast light, and it tends to appear gradually, which is exactly why it is so easy to dismiss as normal. If this sounds familiar, it doesn't mean something is seriously wrong right now. It means it's worth mentioning at your next eye exam. Specifically, sign number 2. It takes longer than it used to for your eyes to adjust when you walk from a bright room into a dark one, or step outside after dark. Walking into a dim restaurant and needing 30 seconds, sometimes a full minute, before you can read the menu. This adjustment process relies on specialized cells in the retina, and the speed of that adjustment is one of the very first things that slows down as the retina's nightly repair becomes less efficient. Most people simply think the room is dark. Few people think to mention this specific symptom to an eye doctor, but it is one of the most useful early clues available. And sign number 3 is the one almost everyone over 60 has already quietly noticed. Sign number 3, a quiet, growing hesitation about driving after dark. Maybe you've started avoiding the highway at night. Maybe you ask your spouse to drive once the sun goes down, without ever really saying why. Maybe you simply stopped accepting dinner invitations that would have you driving home after dark. This is rarely a sudden decision. It is a slow negotiation people make with themselves, one excuse at a time, until avoiding night driving has quietly become part of who they think they are now. Take a breath with me here, because I want you to really hear this next part. I have had patients tell me they didn't even realize how much smaller their world had become, until they tried to plan a simple evening out and realized every option required someone else behind the wheel. But here is why I am not worried for you. Most night driving hesitation traces back to fixable contributors. Outdated glasses prescriptions, early cataracts, or simply needing brighter dashboard and mirror settings. Imagine the next holiday dinner at your daughter's house, staying as late as you want, and driving yourself home under the stars, exactly the way you always used to. That is the independence we are talking about protecting today, not someday. Has this sounds like something you have experienced? Tell me in the comments. Your story may be exactly what someone else needs to read today. Sign number 4. And this is the one that deserves the most attention. Straight lines that suddenly look slightly wavy or bent, especially when reading in dim evening light. A door frame that looks subtly warped. Words on a page that seem to have a blurry or blank patch right in the center. This particular sign is different from the first 3. It points more specifically toward changes in the macula, the small central part of the retina responsible for sharp detail. If you notice this one specifically, it deserves a phone call to your eye doctor this week, not eventually. Here is the detail that connects everything we've covered today. All 4 of these signs trace back to the same overnight process. Your retina is one of the most metabologically active tissues in your body, and it relies on antioxidants like lutein, zeaxanthin, and vitamin C to repair the oxidative stress that builds up during the day. A major National Eye Institute clinical trial called AREDS2 found that targeted nutritional support reduced the risk of macular degeneration, progressing to an advanced stage by 25% in people already showing early signs. 25% through nutrition alone, alongside proper medical care. That number matters, because it means this is not something you simply have to watch happen to you. Here is what actually helps, starting tonight. First, leafy greens like spinach and kale, along with eggs, are among the richest natural sources of lutein and zeaxanthin, the 2 antioxidants that concentrate almost exclusively in the retina. Second, a small handful of blueberries or tart cherries in the evening provides anthocyanins, compounds shown in a 2024 Harvard-affiliated study to be associated with meaningfully reduced risk of macular degeneration. Third, and this surprises most people, sleep quality matters as much as diet. The retina's repair cycle is most active during deep sleep specifically. Years of fragmented sleep mean years of a shortened repair window. Fourth, wear sunglasses with UV protection during the day. Cumulative daytime light exposure is part of what your retina is repairing at night, so reducing that load matters too. None of these require a prescription. None of them are expensive. And one more thing that matters more than any of these 4. A dilated eye exam done annually after 60 is the only way to catch macular changes before any of these 4 nighttime signs even appear. Ask your eye doctor specifically for a dilated exam, and mention any of today's 4 signs you've noticed, by name. Let me give you something real to hold on to. Macular degeneration, in its earliest stages, produces no obvious symptoms most of the time. That is precisely why these 4 nighttime signs matter so much. They are some of the only early clues your body gives you. You don't have to accept losing your evenings as simply part of getting older. If something here sounded familiar, please reach out to a professional and have it looked at properly. Here is your checklist. Write it down or take a screenshot. 1. Glare or starburst patterns around lights at night. 2. Slow adjustment when moving from light into darkness. 3. Growing hesitation or avoidance around night driving. 4. Straight lines appearing wavy or a blurry patch in your central vision. If you recognized 2 or more of these, mention all of them together at your next eye exam and ask specifically for a dilated exam. I want you to live longer, but more than that, I want you to live better, doing the things you've always done on your own, including driving yourself home after a wonderful evening with people you love. Thank you for staying with me all the way to the end of this one. You came here wanting to understand your own body a little better, and that matters more than you know. Now go to the comments and tell me, which of these 4 nighttime signs felt the most familiar to you? I go through every comment myself, and I try to respond to as many of you as I can. If this helped you, hit like right now and subscribe to the Health Signal. If someone you care about has quietly stopped driving after dark, send them this video today. I am Dr. Kaiser. There's another video right here on the screen where I go further into the silent inflammation affecting blood vessels throughout your body after 60. It pairs naturally with the eye health we covered today. Click on it now. I will see you there.